Beautiful side of the Sierra Nevada mountains, just east of the IMS Speedway here. First race now on the track, lady division. All lady drivers out here and a whole variety of cars. Looking over the field to see a couple of them out there. The number 97, that white Camaro, Carla Kirby. In the number 40 car out of Bakersfield, that's Laura Ferris. The number 1 car, Pam Miller. The red number 9, Barbara Wakefield. Number 83, Doreen Queener. Number 62, Terry Latha. Number 60, Melody Smith. 10 laps of racing action. All qualifying heat races will be put on here today, with all the main events coming down tomorrow, Sunday, for the 18th annual running of the Turkey Classic. All right, now cars just getting ready to come into turn 3. Anticipation of the green coming out this time as Penny Laney's car, number 97X, went off the pits prior to the start. As they're coming out of turn 4, Plus Taylor, your starter, looks them over. And we're on the green. The white number 97 Camaro of Carla Kirby jumps up there into a quick second position. Running out of turn 2, Carla's got her eyes set. Kirby makes a little contact with Angelica coming out into turn 3. And out of turn 4, your leader, Carla Kirby in the 97. Carla gets high, a little sideways through the transition of 1 and 2. Car spinning right in front of the number 40 car of Laura Ferris. Ferris goes up high and clears the corner. The number 9 car now entering turn 1. Barbara, hammer down, trying to catch up to the leader, Carla Kirby. Carla Kirby now entering turn 1 into lap traffic, trying to get on the top side, running that third groove. A little slippery up there yet if she gets crossed up. Kirby now getting a challenge by Angelica coming off turn 4. Carla Kirby having her problems here getting around the slower traffic. Lady Bombers out here dueling at first race here of the afternoon. That's your second place runner, Angelica, out of turn 3. Right out in front of her, the number 97, Carla Kirby. Little spin out there, compliments of the number 9. I believe that's Barbara Whitfield. Gets in the backside of the 621 car, spins her out. Carla Kirby now out of turn 2, hooked up your leader. A good 6 car lengths in front of the blue Camaro of Angelica. Kirby down the main chute, going into turn 1. Running that upper groove, looking good through the transition. A stalled car sits there in apex of 2. And we're going a yellow. All right, a brief yellow. We're getting ready to come back. Anticipation of a green. Still your leader, Carla Kirby, as they put the hammer down. Carla takes it deep into turn 1. Laura Ferris in the 40 car running fourth, trying to get out of the way of that number 9 as it gets crossed up down the back chute coming into turn 3. Lacey Laura Ferris makes the move coming on into third place. 2 laps to go, 8 laps down. number 2 car, your second place runner. White flag being shown now to your leader, the 97 car, as she enters turn 1, Carla Kirby. Lap traffic in front of her, that could cause some action. Kirby jumps the high side through turn 3, negotiating a turn, getting a little loose up in the high side. Kirby, your winner. The number 2 car finishes second. Lacey Laura Ferris out of Bakersfield, third. The Lady Bomber Division. Some of our local dwellers out here out in the high desert. Event out on the track right now, the mini stock division, coming into turn 3, looking for green flag action as they come out of turn 4.
Watch your flag there now, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking for the green. Possibly this time green.
All right, green flag flies. The 042 jumps out in the front, falls back into second. That car out of Ventura area. Oh boy, a little spin out over there. 042 and the 33 car both finding themselves on the apex. Big Jack in that green monster number 20, your leader. He's trying to get himself back on track again as he's a little loose. The track, they just dropped a little moisture on it, so it's a little bit slippery in a couple of spots. Getting real sideways out of turn 4, the 006. Oh, collision there as Rick Barber gets on the inside of this 006, still hooked up. Spins him on around, coming out of 2. Rick Barber up high up against the wall. The green number 20 now coming out of turn 4, trying to get around that real loose 042 as he's had his trouble here today, hanging on to the traction side. He takes a look underneath as 042 goes up to the high side. He's been real loose in 4. Once again, he gets a little sideways. Three abreast coming out of turn 2. Look out, where's the can opener? These guys having a fine time out here. Beautiful day out here at the IMS Raceway. Mini stocks dueling out down the front chute. The number 20 car, your leader. That 592, the 4th place runner right now as he comes into turn 4. We're on a white flag action right now. Half a lap to go, your leader. Oh, up against the wall, hard, rides the wall a little bit, comes back down, got up on 2 wheels, and there's your winner, the number 20, hits the checkered flag, first one to through. fine run out there. I believe we pick up the number 46 car as your second place runner. 5:92, finishing up in the third position.
Videotaping the Turkey Classic featuring a fully narrated replay in slow motion instant replay at both days of the big play. Get a copy of it on $5
All right, coming into turn 3 now. Factory stock division getting ready for their first qualifying heat race. 10 races, or 10 laps rather. 7 cars. On the pole, the number 99 car. Steve Cook sets the pace, gets crossed up a little sideways, coming into turn 1. On the top side. Getting crossed up, the 21 car of Tom Prada gets spun out into turn. Oh my gosh, your leader, the 99 car also, Steve Cook, gets spun up sideways, and we go on the yellow. We don't race the yellow here, so we'll revert back to your previous lap position. Complete restart coming out of turn 4, looking for the green. And we're out and running. Green flag down, hammers hard on the pedals, enter into turn 1. Everybody holding a straight line as they go through the transition. Number 99, your leader, Steve Cook. Followed in there by number 21, that's Tom Prada. Prada gets a love tap on the backside of the number 21X car, Chris Smith. Chris Smith now out of turn 2, running second. 17 car moves up to third, Tom Kinane. Kinane with a real pretty red ride coming out of turn 4. Yellow 21, Chris Smith running second. Right behind him, the 17 car of Tom Kinane. As your leader now out of turn 4, the number 99 car, Steve Cook getting sideways. Tom Kinane underneath of Chris Smith slides up down the main chute into second as they go into turn 1. Your leader up front, Steve Cook in the 99. You pick up the red 17 of Tom Kinane running second, and then the 21, the yellow 21 of Chris Smith, third. Your leader, Steve Cook, coming into turn 2 behind lap traffic, the 21 car of Tom Prada. Look out, that number 17 on the high side. That is Tom Kinane trying to get on the top side of Steve Cook. Cook drifts out of 4, opens the door. Kinane can't quite grab that handle as they go into turn 1. Now your leader up there, 99, has that lap traffic up there of Tom Prada. Could cause some trouble as they enter into turn 3. Prada moves up a little high, opens the door for your leader, Steve Cook. Dragging along him, the number 17 car of Tom Kinane. Kinane now underneath, looking to take a pass in turn 2. Steve Cook now has the 17 car, Tom Kinane, right on his back bumper. Kinane trying to reel the leader in. Kinane continuously pushing out of turn 4 as the white flag flies one more time around. Watch Kinane now. He's going to try to make that move underneath. He puts his nose down, a little slippery off 2. Can't make the move. Quarter of a lap left as they come through 3 and 4. Steve Cook, your leader. Tom Kinane, second. Chris Smith finishes third in the yellow 21. Up comes the number 50 out there. That was Robert Rice.
Drew Cook in the 99 taking heat number 1 for the factory stock division.
Little house on the prairie, windmill, if you will, as we're waiting for the green here for the second factory stock race. The number 79, Mike Holmes, sets on the pole, the 1994 track champion out of IMS Speedway. On the top side of him, the 02, that's Bruce Johnson, your 1994 track champion out of Bakersfield, California. Mike Holmes loses it again out over in turn 2. Had trouble a little earlier during his hot lap session. But your leader now entering turn 3, Bruce Johnson on the move. 3 abreast down the main chute. The number 57, Ken Miller, muscles his way up into the second spot, followed by him, number 29, Mike Carnell. Carnell takes a love tap on the backside, gets crossed up a little bit.
And look at Howard Miller in 75.
Howard Miller in the black 75 also gets crossed up. Look out! Bruce Johnson, the 02, still your leader, followed by the 57 of Ken Miller. Miller takes a look underneath Johnson, but not quite enough traction as they come off turn 4. Miller runs the high groove up on top. Bruce Johnson on the lower. Johnson drifts a little bit coming out of 2. Miller goes deep into turn 3, parks it up high, tries to get a hook coming out of 4, and loses it. Gets sideways. The number 1 car now, Pam Miller, moves up into the second position. It's Cornell and Miller dueling bumpers coming down into turn 3 now. The 57, that's Ken Miller. Right behind him, the number, look out, that's the number 29. Mike Cornell. Pam Miller running second behind the 02. Your leader there, Bruce Johnson, going down the back chute, coming into turn 3. Johnson sets it down low, but he drifts, pushes high coming out of 4. Number 1, Pam Miller running second. The number 57 of Ken Miller third. Then we pick up the 29 car of Mike Cornell. He is in the 4th position right now. Cornell drops his car down low, trying to get under Miller. Miller trying to get underneath of Pam Miller. Johnson, your leader, pushes high into 2, opens the door. Pam Miller had a look at it. Oh, man, 57 Ken Miller hits Pam Miller and pushes her into the infield. What a race coming out of turn 4, side-by-side action. A real fight now. Coming in for that second position as Ken Miller, the 57, gets into Mike Cornell. Oh, Cornell and Miller, lock them up. Mike Cornell gets spun out and falls off the pace. Your 57 of Ken Miller, your leader. As 02, Bruce Johnson has mechanical difficulty, weighs it off as the checkered flag flies. Oh man, what a rough race that was. Ken Miller gets in the backside of Mike Cornell and whoop-de-doo, spins him out. Boy, there's a beautiful part of the scenery we have out here at Pearsonville, the IMS Speedway. Driving over here this morning, caught up in a lot of snowfall on the Tehachapi Mountain. This is the first modified street stock qualifying heat race. 10 cars, 10 laps. crossed up over in turn 4. The 57 car falls back off the pace. Due to the high winds we've had out here all day, the track dries out real bad. They're putting water down on it, and it's really tough for the first 3 or 4 laps until these cars can dry it down and get into race speed condition. Kenny Mann in the yellow number 7 coming out of turn 4, running second. As we got a yellow being displayed out here right now. Okay, we go back on the green. 22, your leader, Kenny Mann in the yellow number 7, running second. Russ Sylvia running third. Turn 4 action there with car number 17. A bumper broke off the 07 car. Yellow flag comes out. Holy mackerel, the bumper being dragged underneath, about ready to hit that right rear tire. That ought to rip it loose.
Red boys of 17 getting settled out over there in turn 9. 59 so close to go, but the end of the side of him. Danny Quinn in 16X.
All right, about to go green here. Your leader's still the number 22 car. Kenny Mann running second. And the 52 of Russ Sylvia third. As Collins in the yellow 65 takes a look underneath of Russ Sylvia. Collins sticks it deep into 3, trying to get a muscle underneath of Sylvia. Kenny Mann sticks it down low out of turn 2. Side-by-side action as they go down the back chute. Kenny Mann sticks it deep into 3 and makes the move. Kenny Mann, your new leader to the car number 7. Collins in that big yellow 65, smoke coming out the backside of his ride. Collins loops it over in turn 2. Russ Sylvia jumps up high to avoid collision. There's your leader, Kenny Mann, as he enters into turn 1. Car number 22, Camaro, sets its nose up high out of turn 2, trying to reel Kenny Mann in. Collins comes up lame out of turn 2, lays dead on the track, and out comes the yellow for that car, Collins. Number 7, Kenny Mann, your leader. Kenny Mann coming out of turn 4, taking a restart. Henry Wislowski in a car number 22 running second. Wislowski sticks his car underneath the quarter panel of Mann, and not enough traction on that low side. White flag action one more time around. Henry Wislowski falling off the pace. That lower groove out of 2, just not quite enough traction. A battle now coming into turn 3. Wislowski takes a love tap, gets pushed high. Your leader, Kenny Mann, takes the checker. No, and a pass by the 164 car. Finishes up second. Henry Wislowski third. And I believe the 16X of Danny Quinn finishing up 4th. That's unofficial.
Red motor body and no motor car. Kenny Mann and number 7 taking 3.
There's our starter, plus Taylor, looking over the field as the car is entering into turn 3. Anticipation of this, the second qualifying heat race. 10 laps of action coming to you. On the pole, the number 11 of Jim Furch. And Rusty Stewart in the number 8 jumps out into the lead. Hammers it up high in the marbles. Rusty Stewart falls off the pace and comes right back to it. Boy, he's got a lot of power. That number 8 of Rusty Stewart now into turn 3. The number 11 of Jim Furch down on the bottom apron, closes the ground during the corner action. Yellow flag out for a car spun up in turn 1. Green flag action, complete restart. Up on the top, Rusty Stewart. Oh, Stewart gets hit hard. Oh, hit hard into the wall. Rusty Stewart showing a lot of speed, and he gets tangled up with the number 11 of Jim Furch, and yellow flag comes out. Tough luck for Stewart. He was showing a lot of muscle, and he got crossed up high out of turn 2 and made contact with the yellow number 11 of Furch, and into the wall he goes. All right, here we are now, back on a complete restart. Setting the pace, number 11, Jim Furch. Outside of him, Rod Proctor. Russ Taylor looks him over, lets the flag fly. We're on the green. Rod Proctor up high into turn 2. Underneath, once again, that number 11 of Jim Furch hooks up good out of turn 1 on the bottom side. Paul Moore in the number 9 takes a look underneath of Proctor. Proctor gets a little sideways out of 2, loses some ground as the number 9 of Paul Moore sticks his nose on the back bumper. Carla Kirby in the number 97 now puts herself into the 4th position. She sticks it deep into turn 3. We got a bumper dragging on the backside. That could cause some problems. 619 car. Jay Henson, 619 car. I believe Jay comes to us out of Riverside. Pick up the action up in turn 1. There goes the bumper. Look out. The 61X car picks that up, or the 61X Robbie Whitworth. Bumper laying right in the middle of turn 1, and a yellow comes out for that. All right, in anticipation of green as we come through 3 and 4, your leader still Jim Furch, followed by the number 81 of Rod Proctor, and the number 9 of Paul Moore running 3rd. Carla Kirby down the back chute coming into 3, trying to make a pass on Moore. Kirby sets it up high, comes off turn 4. Rod Proctor gets spun out of turn 2. Turn 4 action. Jim Furch now getting a challenge by Paul Moore. Moore down low, Furch up high. And then the 619 of Jay Henson also as Moore sticks it into 3. Moore side by side with Furch coming out of 4. Paul Moore makes the pass to 619 of Jay Henson. Now in that second spot as Furch spins out and loses it into turn 2. Carla Kirby coming out of turn 4, making a move up, moves into the second spot as Paul Moore, your leader in the number 9. Carla Kirby, lady driver out of Torrance, California, showing a lot of muscle here today. Paul Moore, Carla Kirby, and then Jay Henson as a white flag flies one more time around. Paul Moore holds that car down tight on the apron, letting Carla know, if you're going to pass me, you got to go on the high side. Carla Kirby gets a little sideways out of 2. Lap traffic coming in front of the leaders, coming across start-finish line. It's going to be Paul Moore first, Carla Kirby second. The 619 of Jay Henson finishing up third, and then the 81 car of Rod Proctor fourth. There's your winner right there. The number 9 car did a whale of a job. Paul Moore had a quick battle coming out of turn 4 with lap traffic and was able to hang on by half a car just in front of Carla Kirby. All right, get ready for heat number 3 here at the Modified Street Division. On the pole, the number 25 car, Charlie Burnett. Outside of him, the Bakersfield track champion from 1994, Steve Nolan. Plus Taylor looks him over and lets the green flag fly. Oh boy, Nolan jumps up there real quick, taking the lead. Danny Queener running third. The number 3 of Linda Kelsey, they're getting a little sideways coming off turn 2. Queener in that blue 83 now running in that third position. Your leader to the 17 of Steve Noland. Then you pick up the 25 of Charlie Burnett as he enters into turn 3. Behind him, the blue 83 and Danny Queener running third. 57, Steve Stewart coming out of turn 4 up in the 4th position now. The yellow 66 is Stephen Graff in that 6th position as your leader. Steve Nolan enters into turn 3. Picked up about a 7-car length advantage now over your 2nd place runner. Comes your leader out of turn 4, whooped by that number 66. Car crossed up down the main chute, gets out of the way of Ray Noland. And that's your leader, Steve Noland, in the 17 car, getting past lap traffic. Nolan now opened up about a 15-car length advantage over the 2nd place runner in the 25 car Charlie Burnett. And we have a yellow on the racetrack once again. And we're back on the green. Steve Nolan looked like he may have fell asleep there catching that green flag, but he jumps back into turn 1, your leader. Once again, Charlie Burnett in the 25 car second. Open door on the lady driver, Linda Kelsey, on that white Camaro. I'm not sure if she's trying to get rid of passengers or add a few. Steve Stewart in the 57 car, now looking underneath of Charlie Burnett. Stewart been moving up steadily in this entire race, and now he's got his eyes set on the back bumper of Burnett as Stewart now comes underneath on the bottom side. Stewart sticking it into turn 3. It's Burnett and Stewart off turn 4. Stewart once again hooked up big time on 1 and 2 on the bottom side, and he's got a bumper advantage coming into 3. Stewart makes the pass. White flag action one more time around. The 57 car, Steve Stewart running second. Your leader, Steve Nolan, a third of the lap around. Got this wrapped up. And there's your winner, Steve Nolan in the 17 car. Steve Stewart coming out second. Ray Nolan, the number 5 car, finishes up third. And the 65 car, Doug Collins, fourth. So Ray Nolan worked himself up into a nice finish.
There's what a man. We run a lot of dreams.
17X.
All right, opening up here with the first IMCA modified race on the pole, the number 23, James Weston. Outside of James, the number 77, Bill Bartles. Second row inside, number 12 of Ron Bartles. Outside of him, number 30, Doug Thornton. Green flag action. IMCA modified number 77, Bill Bartles sticks it into turn 1, off turn 2, your leader. But look out for that number 30 at Doug Thornton. Oh! Bill Bartles comes in, gives him a little love tap through turn 3. IMCA modifieds, most all these guys run on alcohol, and they are real quick. Average around 2,700 pounds per car, and that is wet. Your leader, Bill Bartles, off turn 4 in the 77 car. The number 23, James Weston, pushed up high, caused a little confusion. Number 30, Doug Thornton loops it in the infield. Number 12, Ron Bartles up on the high side, and a yellow flag out as Doug Thornton's car stalls in turn 4.
CA.
Right here.
And the limited mini. Tomorrow they might be running them together, so you might want to watch that.
All right, back on the green. Bill Bartles, number 77, your leader, followed by the number 23 of James Weston. But Weston's getting a challenge right now by the number 30A of Bob Forster. Forster comes under 4. Side-by-side racing action down into turn 1. Forster finally makes the pass out of turn 2. Forster now your second place run of the 23 car. James Weston third. And up in that 4th spot, the number 12 of Ron Bartles showing a lot of muscle. He may make his way up in that top 3. Also the number 112 out there, that pretty yellow-orange car, that's Brian Gray. Bartles had an opportunity right then coming into turn 1 to take a look underneath as the 23 car James Weston pushed high, but he couldn't find the handle. Out of turn 4, your leader, number 77, Bill Bartles, followed by Bob Forster in the 38. That's a bumper-to-bumper race action down the back chute. You can see the black groove coming out on this track now. These modifieds turn it up. Track's starting to get real dry slick with the wind conditions here as white flag comes out. Your leader, Bill Bartles, followed by the 30A of Bob Forster. These guys putting on a whale of a show. Nose to tail race action down the back chute. Half a lap to go. Your leader, the 77, followed by the 38 car, Forster. Bartles opens the door. Forster in side by side at the checker. Holy mackerel. You tell me, mama, you pick them. Side by side at the finish as Forster grabbed the low lane coming out of 4. And Bill Bartles up high. Now, I'm telling you, you're going to have a photo finish to figure out who won that one. So the official word just came out that 77 of Bill Bartles is your official winner, followed by the 30A of Bob Forster in the second spot.
modified minis. Or like Pro 4.
Modified Minis out on the track right now for their qualifying race. The 05 of Robert Ferry on the lead lap. Outside him, the number 53 of Larry Wright. Right down the main chute. Pulls out into the lead, the number 53 in that Volkswagen. The 05 of Robert Ferry running second. Ferry now makes the pass coming out of turn 4. Whale of a race up front. The 77 car gets inside and spins out. That's Todd Howard. And finally the 05 gets past the 53 of Larry Wright. That number 9 Carl DeHaan now moves up into second position, makes a pass. Running third now, Todd Howard in that blue number 77. And there's Dale Earnhardt spinning out just before turn 1. That black number 3 Goodwrench car taking a week off from NASCAR, looks like. Your leader, the 05, still up front now, coming around lap traffic out of turn 2. Robert Ferrari. Entering into turn 3, the number 77, Todd Howard, making a move underneath of Carl DeHaan. Makes the pass coming off turn 4. Todd Howard now has his eyes set to reel in your leader, the 05 of Robert Ferrari. Howard down low, picked a good line of traction off turn 2. And now off turn 4, your leader, number 77, Todd Howard. The number 9 of Carl DeHaan now running third, sticks his nose down underneath. Coming off turn 2, sticks it hard into turn 3. Side-by-side racing action as they go through the transition of 3 and 4. Carl DeHaan now running second. The yellow number 79 of Norm Howard now moves up and making a challenge or a bid, if you will, for that third spot. Side by side as they go into 3 as Robert Ferrari in his 05 sticks it deep. But underneath comes the 79 of Norm Howard. Your leader now coming off turn 4, the 77 car, Howard. White flag being shown one more time around. Your leader coming off turn 2, followed by the number 9 of Carl DeHaan running second. Your third place runner, the 79 car, now entering turn 3, but here comes your winner, 77, Todd Howard. Number 9 car finishes up second, Carl DeHaan. The 79 car of Norm Howard finishes up third. The 05 Robert Ferrari finishes in the next lineup.
Howard, number 77, taking the limited minutes out
All right, first round qualifying for the late model division here. As you can see, is pretty much an outlaw race. We got wings on them, sideboards, all kinds of great stuff. In the field, the 1994 track champion out of Bakersfield, 22 car Dick Shepard. As we go green, the 04 car Ron Barnett jumps up out as your leader. Challenge being made now by the number 7 car of Dave Bird as Bird sticks it deep into turn 3. Testing that moisture as they dropped it in on a race surface. Bird up high, Barnett down low, and Bird off turn 2 finds the hook and comes out your leader. Bird up high, Barnett down low off turn 4. Dick Shepard now coming through the pack. That's Shepard and Chad Reichenbach side by side as they enter into turn 3. Shepard made the move. Just in front of Shepard, you pick up the number 5 car. That's Mitch Enos off turn 2. Bob Forster Jr. in that white number 30 with a wing on top, running in a 3rd position right now, entering into turn 3. Forster gets a love tap from the number 5 of Mitch Enos as your leader, Bird, falls off the pace down the main chute. Your new leader out there, the 04, Ron Barnett, running second to 30, Bob Forster Jr. Then you pick up Mitch Enos, then Dick Shepard, and the 86 of Chad Reichenbach.
Bob Forster Jr. past Forster champion in the late 70s at Ascot.
Bob Forster Jr. running a fine race here right now, running second. My partner here in crime, Steve Reich. What do you know about that number 30 car out right now?
Yeah, Bob Forster Jr. is a 25-year veteran. He's a past sportsman champion at the old Ascot Half Mile, and he's been campaigning all the outlaw circuit tracks from Arizona and California, and he runs 3 different divisions, and the car is prepared by Ken Berg Racing Heads, and Floyd Johnson is the crew chief, who was Rick Becker's crew chief when he was the track champion at Ascot. He's a real veteran, and the guy in the lead, Ron Barnett, is past champion here. These guys are doing a heck of a job with these high horsepower cars.
White flag action. I tell you what, they're definitely hooked up. The 04 there, Ron Barnett going to come up and pick up the checkered for the win. Bob Forster Jr. second, Mitch Enos third. Dick Shepard sticks his nose up there for the next transfer position. Well, I tell you, that was a quick race.
Yeah, and then 02, Marcus Mallet, past champion from Ascot. In the Bakersfield, the Oildale cars, they're looking good. These guys really are driving clean for an outlaw race. I was really impressed.
I understand the 02 has a different driver. I think it's Danny Helms maybe in the 02. Mark is not driving here tonight.
Well, that's my mistake. There's so many cars here. I'm so happy to see this big turnout. But that was a good show. Yeah, that car is prepared by those people.
All right. All right, second qualifying heat race for the Open Comp division. On the pole, the number 18 car, Bill Myers. Outside of him, the Larry Blake in the 6 car. Green flag down, we're racing. Blake and Myers side by side over in turn 2. Myers comes out in front. The number 1 car there, that is Jerry Stewart, the track champion out of Santa Maria, California. Abreast through 2, the number 22 car, Jim DePoli, gets spun out and loses it.
Looks like Billy Meyer Jr. is putting on a driving clinic out here. Wow, is he quick? He's gone away.
Well, he's got a half straightaway lead over the Santa Maria track champion, Jerry Stewart. Stewart now through turn 4, hooked up, looking good.
Yeah, he's running Oildale and Santa Maria. That's the West Coast Auto Wrecking car out of Wilmington. His brother and his dad and him run a wrecking yard. Billy's really quick today.
Your leader now through the checkered flag stand as he enters turn 1. He's got a half straightaway advantage over the number 6 car of Larry Blake. And right behind Blake is Jerry Stewart driving the Chris Stevenson car. And behind him, the number 4 car of Paul Gack. Yeah. Gack now coming through turn 3.
He's lapping the field. He's got those sideboards. They really work on those cars. That's the same ones they run in like Tennessee with Scott Bloomquist and those guys.
So actually what we got here is the late model division with sideboards that makes that the Open Comp show.
Yeah, well, some of these limited cars are stepping up here, but they're getting smoked pretty good. So these open comp cars, most of them are running on alcohol.
There's your leader, Bill Myers, entering into turn 1 up high, running that second groove. And he's got a whole half a lap lead now on the second place number 6 car of Larry Blake. There's Bill Myers now coming out of turn 4 as his eyes set down into turn 1, looking at the back bumper of Clay Roslin. Roslin spins and gets in front of him. White flag action one more time around. Your leader now entering into turn 3. Bill Myers. Myers finishes that with better than a half a lap lead over your second place finisher, the number 6 car out of turn 4, Larry Blake. Finishing up third, the number 1 car, that's Jerry Stewart out of Santa Maria. Boy, were they quick. Those sideboards definitely put a lot of horsepower down on the race surface, and they did it here tonight. Race for the dwarf cars. We told you we had a lot of cars out here, a lot of division, and this is no exception. The number 75 car, Ray Stansbury, running a whale of a race right now with the number 5 car of Angel Figueroa. Figueroa up high into the wall, turn 4. Gave up that second place, lost 2 positions. The number 11 car now, Rob Hansen, running second. The number 48 third, that's Walden Webb. Stansbury takes it into turn 1. The number 11 car running second, Rob Hansen. The number 48 car of Walden Webb third. The number 5 car, that red one there, the Angel Figueroa. He's currently running 4th. Behind Angels, the number 27 car, Jeff Shelton. Shelton now takes a look underneath of Webb. Number 75 going down the back chute. These guys are quick. See that left front tire, see when he puts the brakes on, lap traffic in front of him as he gets around Alan Lee. Lee off the pace. Looks like a brand new car, possibly untested at this point. The number 11 car running second, Rob Hansen. Car's starting to string out a little bit. The 48 car, Walden Webb, running third. Angel Figueroa in the red, number 5. Pretty yellow and green there of Jeff Shelton. There's your leader, number 75, Ray Stansbury. The number 11 car starting to reel him in a little bit. Rob Hansen, I don't know there'll be enough laps for him to catch up. And not at all as we go white flag action one more time around. There's your leader now entering into turn 3. Stanbury sets it through a nice transition of 3 and 4. He'll take the checkered flag. The number 11 of Rob Hansen finishes second. The 48 car of Walden Webb third. The number 5 car of Angel Figueroa fourth. The number 27 of Jeff Shelton fifth. And look at this here. There he is, Ray Stansbury. Of course, we had the number 10 car out here also, Larry Damitz out of Vallejo Valley up in Northern California, running the late model division up there, and now finds himself into the dwarf cars. limited late models out here right now. On the pole, the number 49, Bill Panfelt. Outside of him, 02, Dana Nelson. A surprise green. The drivers were all the way in the middle of the track, and Plus Taylor gave him a quickie. Jerry Stewart in the number 1 car jumps up into second behind the 02-year leader, Dana Nelson. Nelson up high out of turn 4, opens the door. Larry Blake in the number 6 now running 4th. Paul Gack in the number 4 car in the 4th position. Nelson drifts high, opens the door. Stewart sticks his nose down low, comes out in second place. A little surprise there. Dana Nelson able to hold enough RPM that he just shot back in the lead. Dana Nelson through turn 3. Underneath him again, Jerry Stewart, your track champion out of Santa Maria. Running 3rd is that blue and white number 6 of Larry Blake. Nelson drifts high again out of 4. Stewart puts his nose under but can't quite get past him. Nelson up high, Stewart down low. Side-by-side action as Paul Gack got underneath of Larry Blake out of 2. Couldn't hang on to the lead. Oh boy, Nelson up high. Stewart makes the pass when Nelson drifted high out of turn 4. Oh, 3 abreast, collision time over there. Larry Blake and Dana Nelson locked horns in turn 2. All right, back from that big yellow we had. Limited sportsman now out there. Jerry Stewart, your leader in the black number 1, followed by the number 4, Paul Gack. Then you pick up the 16 of Steve Smotherman out of Porterville. Gack loses it. Oh, Smotherman gets collected, hits Ray Nolan, the number 5 car, and the number 49 gets involved, Bill Panfelt. Back on the green, your leader still, Jerry Stewart, followed by Paul Gack, and you pick up the number 8 of Jerry Johnson, running 3rd. Oh, the 02 of Dana Nelson gets sideways and able to straighten it back out. Turn 4 action. Stewart's getting crossed up, opens the door for Paul Gack. Gack now catches some heat underneath him from the number 8 car of Jerry Johnson. Stewart getting real slippery out of turn 4. Stewart, your leader. Paul Gack running 2nd, the number 8 of Jerry Johnson 3rd, and the number 6 of Larry Blake now in that 4th position. Blake through turn 2, gets sideways, opens the door for the 02 of Dana Nelson. Nelson just can't quite find enough mustard to paddle that dog as the white flag comes out. One more time around. Your leader now through turn 2, number 1, Jerry Stewart. The number 4 car, Paul Gack, running 2nd. The number 8 car, Jerry Johnson, 3rd. And Jerry Stewart, your winner. Oh! Side by side at the finish line. And look from this reporter's advantage point that the number 8 of Jerry Johnson got underneath enough to win the 2nd position away from the number 4 car of Paul. On the pole there, the number 30 car, Bob Forster Jr. Outside of Bob Forster Jr., you find the number 17 car. He was your modified street stock champion at Pearsonville Speedway for 1994. Move back in the pack here a little bit. You pick up the number 68 car of Clay Ralskins. Green flag, and we're racing. Chris Laney coming up hard in the number 97 car, looking real strong. Now running 3rd. Also, you pick up the number 86 car out of Bakersfield, Chad Reichenbach. But up front, your leader right now, Bob Forster Jr., followed by Steve Nolan in 2nd. Chris Laney third. Nolan pops out of turn 2 up high, opens the door, and Laney sticks his nose in. Reichenbach on the move. A duel into turn 3 between Laney and Reichenbach. Reichenbach off the gas, gives up the place one time to Chris Laney. Side-by-side action now as Dick Shepherd now moves in that 4th position, running that convertible with the top off. He was your 1994 late model champion out of Bakersfield. Laney opens the door wide. Reichenbach takes a look. Reichenbach hammers that backside of Chris Laney. And Shepherd jumps up high, makes the pass. Oh, look out! Laney love tapped again. Pole right there. Bob Forster right behind him. Dick Shepherd. Front 2 runners as green flag flies. Forster on the gas. Boy, that engine sounds real strong. But Shepherd, no slouch to racing. That JWA motor comes right up there on his backside. Forster and Shepherd off turn 4. Running third right now, the 17 car, Steve Noland. Then you pick up Greg Boyd in 4th, and Chris Laney now trying to make a bid for that 4th position up high in the marbles. Turn 4 action. Forster opened the door, and Shepherd hammered his way through. No contact, but he was locked up and going to the front. The yellow number 22, Dick Shepherd, the 1994 track champion out of Bakersfield, now in the lead. Followed by Bob Forster. Then you pick up the modified street stock champions, Steve Nolan running 3rd. Greg Voigt 4th. Chad Reichenbach in the 86 car 5th. Chris Laney 6th. Reichenbach on the move now, underneath the Greg Voigt into turn 3. Tried to get underneath him. Voigt closed the door on him. Voigt pushed high. Reichenbach down low, makes the move. Laney trying to get under Greg Voigt in that pink nose number 17. 2 17s in this particular qualifying race. Car crossed up down the main chute here. That's the 68 car of Clay Robinson. And we go yellow once more. Shepherd still your leader, and Bob Forster running 2nd. Green here. Looking for the green as we come in through turn 4. Shepherd looking at the flagman, and he picks up the green flag. Shepherd, the good 7-8 car links over the 2nd place runner, Bob Forster. Steve Nolan running 3rd. Chad Reichenbach in that late model trying to track down the modified street stock champion. White flag being shown one more time around. Dick Shepherd making a nice flight. He got 10 car lengths advantage now over the 2nd place car. And Dick Shepherd with his hands up, waves through the crowd. Bob Forster 2nd. Steve Nolan 3rd. Chad Reichenbach 4th. Chris Laney 5th. And Greg Voigt 6th. A nice one-handed drive out of turn 4 by your winner of this race, Dick Shepherd. We'll see if we get him to wave at us one more time as he comes through the turn 4 down the main chute. There you go. How you doing, race fans? Dick Shepherd.
And we got the preliminary signal, 1455. We got the on the pole position.
21 doesn't even show up on your list.
That's hot rod. This is 81, it's 21. Right here. Here.
All right, about to go green here. The first qualifying heat race for the figure 8 division. This is wild and crazy where they have a meeting of the minds at the intersection.
Yeah, this is just the slow heat. Wait till we get to the fast one.
Coming to the start line, and they get the green, number 35 on the move. Russ Granville. Granville hit it hard. Danny Queener right behind him. And look out, everybody up high in the wall. Laney hits the wall. Bill Laney backs it up. No harm, no foul. He's still cooking. At the intersection, Danny Queener makes a move, goes up into first place, passing Russ Granville, the number 21 car. Rod Proctor running third.
Track's a little wet, so, but they're doing the best they can in these skinny little tires.
Laura Ferris in that red number 40 lost it over there in the corner. Tags in the back of the pack. Rod Proctor getting hit on the backside by number 58, James Altman, saying, "Get out of my way, Mom. I'm going to the front, Holmes." Russ Granville crossed up, going sideways, right along with number 50, Robert Rice.
That 21's an Oldsmobile. That's your father's Oldsmobile.
That's a big old tuna-boat, isn't it, Steve?
Yeah, Danny Queener, second-generation racer. His mom and dad ran an Ascot, Myrna Queener, and Danny, he's been running all over. He's a good little driver.
Queener definitely taking the lead here now as he's got a whole transition ahead of the rest of the field. Running second now, that number 35 there, Russ Granville. Up into third, the number 58 car, James Altman.
Yeah, here he goes.
Queener making that intersection pass.
It's smoking pretty good.
Here we go. Here comes your leader out of the fourth corner. Queener. Oh, Proctor says, wait a minute. Queener up high in turn 4. Got a lot of smoke coming out of that car. He is flying. I watched Queener and Proctor. Whoa, that's close. Granville comes out of turn 4, right on his backside, the 58 of James Altman. Intersection action, there it is. Queener, your leader, comes by in the 83 car.
Yep. That's a Camaro, that car, and he's not letting up. There's a good battle for second going to be shaping up here in a minute. Queener's coming through, and there's a second place car and the third place car, Robert Rice.
Well, I tell you what, Rice was second win that time. He saw Queener coming out his passenger door. Here comes Granville and Queener. They ought to meet pretty close in the intersection here. Granville and Queener. Holy mackerel.
Yeah, Robert, there goes Rice through the intersection, through the inner side of the tire. He's a Destruction Derby driver originally.
Rice definitely made the pass on that move, though, Steve, as he got past Russ Granville. And Queener splits Rice and Granville.
They're crossing hard now.
Up high against the wall, the 58 car, James Altman, running fourth at this point.
Here we go again. Who's going to give? Nobody.
Oh, Queener and Rice had a close brush of destruction in the midsection.
Here we go again. Let's go. Who's going to give? Looks like Rice. Well, Queener's smoking pretty good. Nope, Granville got lifted.
Granville, of course, running third right now. 58 running fourth, James Altman. Here comes Granville, second place car, third place rather, in that 35. Laura Ferris losing it over there between 3 and 4. Here comes your leader, the number 83 car, Danny Queener, into the intersection. Queener hard on the gas, sticks it over here in turn 1, hooks up, turns to the left. Smoke still coming out the backside. We're going to see if he's going to be able to make that checkered flag, your leader. Queener
lapping the field.
Queener now lapping Laura Ferris as he hooks up into turn 3 on the gas hard. Queener leans that car over hard to the left as number 50, Robert Rice, dices in front of him.
One left, yeah. There we go.
White flag action.
Yep, he just passed Proctor and one of the downtown junkers, and they're still battling back there. They're knocking each other out for last place.
Oh my gosh, Proctor gets looped out. Ferris takes up that position. But here comes your winner out of turn 4. Danny Queener. Look at that car lean to the left and into the intersection. Oh, just missed Robert Rice and Proctor. And Queener takes the win.
Boy, it's a long way back for second.
Second place just loops it over in turn 4.
Yeah, he's going to lose it, it looks like.
Here's a fight for second. Rice and Proctor.
Oh.
Rice sticks it up for second, Proctor third, Granville fourth, and a 58 car of James Altman fifth. Bill Laney sixth, and Laura Ferris 7th. First heat race number 1, race number 2 lining up, and we'll bring that to you in just a second.
The quick guys are coming next. Hold on. These are some heavy hitters.
Heat driver Arlen DeJong, 164. Heat Stewart,
You're going to see this is like another race.
number 3, all 3 of them.
Okay, we got time here. Last qualifying heat race for the figure 8 division is registered in as the heavy hitters. Sitting on the pole there, number 65, Dennis Woodridge. Who do we got on the outside of that one, Steve?
That's Cromwell. He's the champion here, and Woolridge is the sportsman champion at El Cajon. Then you got Dave Dahl, the track champion, train champion at Orange Show. And then you got Crazy Steve Cook. Then you got Barefoot Billy. He's a track champion at Adelano and here. And bringing up the back is Steve Stewart, one of the younger guys. So
yeah,
this is a fast one.
All right, a lot of track champions here, different divisions. We're on the gas and going green. Up high out of turn 1, number 65, Woodridge out there front as your leader. Arlen DeJong gets crossed up and hits the tire.
There goes, they took him out.
Oh, Bill Zielman also almost made a collision there with Steve Stewart. The number 99 car, Steve Cook, running second as 65 makes the entrance, gets sideways, opens the door for Cook. Steve Stewart on the move. Stewart into turn 3 underneath, and Stewart inherits the lead. So now it's Stewart, Woodridge, and Cook. All 3 of them running hard down in out of turn 4.
Okay, we got Cook down a lap, I think. He got taken out. And Barefoot Billy's coming up. That's a Cadillac, an 88 Cadillac. And Arlen DeJong, he's a hard charger in the 164. You got 6 fast cars here. They're all working together, though.
I tell you what, that brown 164, he is fast.
It's pretty well bent in the back. It got hit hard. Arlen DeJong, yeah, he was champion at Ascot. And I guess he's in the car. Him and Dave Dahl switched the driving back, so I got that mixed up earlier.
You know, you don't see a Cadillac on a racing surface very often, but he's holding off that 164 pretty good of Arlen DeJong.
Yeah, Arlen DeJong there, he's drives the back car in the train races at Orange Show and El Cajon and Saugus and Vegas they run at. That's one of the downtown cars, and then they're battling the ecology car, so all the wrecking yards are having at it here.
That 164 almost bit that Cadillac's backside. He's definitely working it over. That Cadillac's hooked up and going real good. Bill Zielman, I believe his name is.
Barefoot Billy Zeman, you're right. Crazy Steve Cook in 99 just got knocked out again. Oh, Crazy's going to finish last in this one.
You know, every track has a Crazy. Bakersfield, they have Crazy Kenny Ferris, so they're all over the state.
We're going to come up for the intersection now. Oh, Crazy, he ain't going to lift. He don't care if he takes it home in a basket.
That's Steve Stewart out of turn 3, coming into turn 4, your leader, followed by the 65 car, running second, Dennis Woodridge. Intersection time, Stewart makes it by, Woodridge makes it by. Holy mackerel. We ought to get some action here from Dale Cromwell and Stewart now. Cromwell
just took a tire out, and Crazy just looped it again, and your leader's out. Oh, and an intersection hit. 164,
Arlen Commission.
Yeah, they're both out.
Both those 2 cars going. So inheriting the lead right now, the number 3 car, Wild Bill Zeman.
Barefoot Billy there. He had some competition tonight. Usually he wins, but it looks like he's going to win again. And look who's in third. Old Crazy.
Old Steve Cook, Crazy Steve. Look at that Cadillac hookup, that white number 3 of Bill Zeman.
The flagman just gave Dennis Woolridge the white flag, so Billy must be down. Let's see what's going on here. It looks like Pless Taylor's got the white flag out for Crazy. Must mean he's in second then. 99's in second. Let's see what happens here. No, he gave to Billy. I guess he was late with the white. There he is, another win in the Cadillac.
I tell you, it's been a real fine race there. Obviously, we saw some of that action they have out here at IMS, Independent Motorsports, and number 3, the Cadillac. Wild Bill Zeman takes the win.
Now tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have trophy day.
All right, I really want to say this was one of the great figure 8 races that we've had out here. Wraps up qualifying rounds for the first day. And stay right where you are. Don't turn that dial. We'll be right back with all the main event action.
Tomorrow.